What's up, it's Tony back with another episode. Today is day 28 of posting a video every day until my YouTube channel gets bigger. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I appreciate it, and let's get into the video. So I want to start with hate because I think this might be the only hate I have for the video. Everybody else is positive energy. I do not like Saweetie's verse on the new LL Cool J and Saweetie song. I just think it's garbage. I think that Saweetie is terrible. I do like her chorus. I like her voice when she was doing the chorus, but I do not like her rapping. She's terrible, and I do not like it. Saweetie is garbage. I understand what LL Cool J was doing by having like a younger female rapper, somebody that's popping, somebody that a lot of people like on the song, so he could get like the youth in. And also, he might just have liked her verse on the song. That's why I disagree with him. I think that his verse was good. I love the beat. The beat is fire. It's crazy. It's one of the best beats I heard this year. Also, the video is really good. I love the camera work. I like the visuals. I like how the visuals match what he's talking about in the song. I think it's a good video, and I think everything that I've heard from LL Cool J with the music building up the momentum for the album, nothing has been terrible, nothing has been garbage. Everything has sounded good. I think that this album is going to have great music. The sales part, and if other people agree with me, is something different, but I do think that this album is going to be a good album. I like the music that I've heard, and he does really good when he's storytelling. Like, that's the difference between artists from back then and artists now. Back then, they grew up on rapping about stories and explaining in details things that they are talking about. So I like that when I hear LL Cool J raps. It sounds good. He does storytelling, which I'm a big fan of. So I hope this album is good, and I hope that you guys give it a chance and listen to it. The next thing I want to talk about after hating on Saweetie is a female rapper that is coming out that is good. I've spoken about her here and there briefly, but I haven't gone into depth. And I just want to shout out Doechii. I think that she's going to be a superstar one day. I don't know when it's going to come. I don't know if it's going to take longer than others. But the reason why I don't think it's going to take longer than others because she's very versatile. So she could get into the pop bag. She could get into the R&B bag. And she can get into the rapping bag. And every style that she goes in, she does those styles in a very unique way, but also she does those styles in a very good way. Like, she's not versatile and she's mid here and good here and then okay there. She's pretty good in every style that she goes in. And I just think that she's just a better rapper than all of the younger female rappers right now. I think that she's just a better rapper. I think that she's more of an artist than them. Just for instance, when she put out the Boom Bap video, when it's talking about how people didn't really like her song What It Is because they felt like it was more pop, it wasn't really rap.
They want real rap from a bitch, like they are rapping a bitch. Can't sing a little bit, I mean that shit was a hit. You know exactly what it is. The choir gon' sing what it is. Top 100, what it is.
And she went on like a rant in the song where she was like, when she was doing like the boom bap, like the satire of, yo, y'all want me to be strictly rap? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all boom bap rap. Like
rap, rappity rap, boom bap.
Most hip-hop rap that I can do, and it was funny. It was artistry. I liked what she was doing. I like that she used satire in a song because it showed that it had a deeper meaning. It wasn't just surface level, and I appreciate that from my rappers. I appreciate that from the artists I like. This Friday, she's coming out with an album, and I think it's going to be fire. I'm going to say it over and over. I listened to all of the Swamp sessions. I fucked with majority of them. Not every single one was for me, but I liked her rapping ability, and I really liked the Sunday's Best one. That one is hard. That one is the song that made me notice, yes, she is going to be a rapper. She's going to be a rapper that I like. Not only is she a part of TDE, and I just built a trust with TDE. I just think that TDE knows what they're doing when it comes to artists and developing them and making projects with them. So I just believe that Doechii will be good. But then when you give Sunday's Best a listen, you see that she's really an artist that has something to say. It's not just all the same repetitive stories. It's really having something to say. She has a purpose in her music. And I am really anticipating this mixtape. If I said album before, I was wrong. It's not an album. It's a mixtape. That's what they're saying. That's what they're calling it. So I don't know what that means. It's an industry trick or something like that, but I am excited for the mixtape or whatever project she puts out. A theory that is going around is that people are saying that there's a possibility that she gets a Kendrick verse. There's been pictures and things that she said in songs that paid homage to Kendrick Lamar, like in her Nissan Altima song. She's rapping a song and she's doing a video in a Nissan Altima, but the way that they are recording it is very similar to when Kendrick Lamar was rapping Alright in the very beginning. And then in the Boom Bap song, she says, get top on the phone, and that's something that Kendrick already said. So they're putting dots together and they saying, oh, maybe she's going to have a Kendrick feature on her album, and I'm happy for it. Another piece of evidence that they use to connect the dots and come to the conclusion that Kendrick might be on the album is Big Sean is dropping on Friday as well. And you know the long theory of every time Big Sean drops, Kendrick drops. And I don't know if it's true. I don't know if she will have a Kendrick Lamar feature, but if she does, I'm all for it. I want to hear more Kendrick music, and I do think that her style when it comes to rapping and the type of artist she is very similar to Kendrick. And she also is on TDE. So I think that the possibility or the probability is not as bad as some people may think. She might have a really good chance to get Kendrick on that album, and I will be looking forward to it regardless. Another artist that I wanted to speak about is Travis Scott. He re-released his mixtape Days Before Rodeo, and that shit is selling like hotcakes. That shit is selling fast and people are buying it in a lot of numbers. They have predicted that it's supposed to sell about 220K, and that is fire for a re-release. That's not only fire for a re-release, that is fire for any album, because we see a lot of people in hip hop, they not really selling that much. Unless you're a big name, you're not selling that much. And we know that Travis is a name, but Travis isn't putting out a new album. He's putting out a re-release old mixtape. So for it to get that much numbers just shows how big of an artist he is. The thing that I thought of when I'm seeing those numbers that he's getting, and when I looked at the numbers that he's been getting, like back to back to back, he keeps getting good numbers when it comes to putting out an album. My question is, where do y'all rank Travis Scott? I cannot rank him very high because his rap ability is not as good as the people that are very high. But Travis is a big star. Like, the numbers don't lie. He's a big star. You might not like every album that he puts out. I didn't really like Utopia, but the 3 albums before that, Astro World, Birds in the Trap, Sing McKnight, and Rodeo, those 3 albums are back-to-back great albums. Not good, great albums. And then a lot of people like Utopia. Although I don't like it, the numbers show that a lot of people liked it. So where do y'all rank Travis Scott? And is he in y'all top 5? I really like Travis Scott, but I don't think he's in my top 5. Like, he's not in my top 5 favorite artists, but he's a good artist, and you could tell that he's a big star. Now, outside of hip-hop, I want to talk about sports. Tomorrow at 8 p.m., Colorado plays North Dakota State, and I have Colorado winning. I don't know about you guys, but I have Colorado winning. If I was putting money on it, I would put whatever I had on them winning. Do I have them covering the spread? I want to say that they will cover the spread, but everybody is saying that North Dakota State is a giant killer. I don't think that Colorado is a giant program yet, but I seen them play teams that they were supposed to beat last year, and they always kept it close or they lost. I see them lose like a 28-point lead, and they lost. So I'm not going to go on a spread until they prove it to me that they can cover the spread. But if you believe that they'll cover the spread, bet on it, because I know for sure they're going to win. That team is just way better. And another thing I want to talk about with Colorado outside of football is Shedeur. It's just revving up to be a star. He got the Nike endorsement. He has the Beats endorsement. He has the Gatorade endorsement. That nigga is just going to be a star. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's a great quarterback, and everything is just going into the direction of him being a star. And he's a star to me. A lot of people going to hate. A lot of people going to have their own beliefs on whether he's a good quarterback or if he deserves all these NIL deals. That's not up to me to argue. My only thing is, the nigga looks like a star, and he's going to be in the running for Heisman, especially if that team is as good as I think they will be. Like, I will say I got them winning at least 7 games, and if they don't, I'm dyeing my hair. I don't know what color, maybe gold, just because I believed in Colorado and they lost. Now I got to wear gold around. But If he wins 7 or more games, he will be in the Heisman conversation. And I think he will be. And if Travis stays healthy all year and is playing both sides, he's going to be in the Heisman conversation. So if those two players just play really well on that team, I think that they can lead their team to at least 7 wins easily. And then they have other pieces. So I believe in Colorado, and I'm going to be watching that game tomorrow. Will you be watching? The last thing I want to speak about is it's politics, but it's not politics. I don't care who you vote for. Vote for Trump, vote for Kamala. I don't care. The conversation I want to talk about is, do you think that Patrick Mahomes' wife should publicly say that she is siding with the Trump campaign? I don't think she should. Even though I think that he will probably gain fans or people will end up liking her because she's a Trump supporter, because there's a whole bunch of white people that are Trump supporters. And there's a whole bunch of black people that are Trump supporters. So they might gain fans from that. My only thing is, I don't think that as the wife of a football player that is black and that doesn't really come out and say where he sides politically, I don't think that you should do it publicly. I don't care who you vote for. If you want to vote for Trump, if you want to vote for Kamala, go ahead. I just don't think that you should do it publicly, especially when there was a picture of you liking something referring to Trump and you got a whole bunch of backlash from it. Of course, it wasn't 100% backlash. Of course, there was some people that sided with her. My only thing is, why bring negativity to Pat Mahomes? I just don't think that is smart. I don't think that if you're a big major figure that you should say where you align politically. I do believe that some of the things that people were calling taboo back in the days should stay taboo. I think unless you're comfortable, unless you okay with the ramifications and the consequences that come with saying your political agenda or where you align politically, I don't think that you should say it publicly. Do whatever you want. If you want to say it and you don't care and Pat Mahomes don't care, do whatever you want. I just say my belief is I don't think that she should do it publicly, because every time she like a comment, she like a picture or anything Trump related, they are putting that shit on the biggest stage ever. Now they saying, oh, Taylor Swift was aligned with Biden, and looks like Patrick Mahomes' wife is aligned with Trump, but they always be sitting in a booth together. So now people are going to be focusing up there and seeing, oh, will she sit with Taylor Swift now? Will Taylor Swift sit with Patrick Mahomes' wife? And I'm just saying, it just brings a whole bunch of drama that is avoidable if you just don't put it on Front Street, if you don't just make it public. Do what you want, vote for whoever you want to vote for. I just think that some of the drama that comes with being so public with everything is not for me. Me speaking, I don't care what you do, but for me, especially if I know the person that I'm with is a big star, and I know that if something that I do as little as liking a post can cause some drama with the person that I'm with, I'm not going to do it. I'm not. The world that we live in is so addicted to social media, and everybody is looking at every little thing, who you following, who you like, who you dislike, who you comment under. It's just not worth all of the trouble. Just be quiet. Just don't use social media. Get off of social media. Why you can't talk about being a Trump supporter at home with Pat, with your family, or being a Kamala supporter at home with Pat or with your family? I just don't understand the reasoning, and I wouldn't do it. But do whatever you want to do. One thing that I would want you guys to do, that I would do, is like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We at 126 subscribers. We hit 100 subscribers in 1 month. This month of August, we accumulated 100 subscribers, and I appreciate you guys. I'm grateful for you guys, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to continue to grow, and I got another video for you guys tomorrow. Today is day 28 of posting every day on YouTube, and we're just going to keep going. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time.